drugs they drip coursing through our veins. Violence, violence, show your face. Show me we're all the same. Violence, beautiful violence, break my faith. It was broken anyway.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Some big news before I get into the charts. Yesterday, I got an email notification. Pretty big for me. I just got monetized on YouTube, so I had made the decision to start making just YouTube content on Tuesdays and Thursdays with my video editor, OtheDirector, if you guys know him in Discord. We're currently creating the intros, the outros, you know, the please subscribe, the little details. We will be posting a video tomorrow. They'll most likely be just small videos on like where we're going, little bits of direction, any kind of big news that, you know, you can just get a quick little 5-10 minute update. You know, I've really appreciated all the support you guys have shown me over the last couple months. You know, I started taking posting to Twitter seriously after I'd kind of blown up on TradingView. But since, you know, gaining all this Twitter traction, going to YouTube, starting to live stream, and consistently pulling a pretty large size audience, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. I really do appreciate it. With all that said, you know, lots of craziness happened today. Nothing I didn't expect. You know, we got a little relief rally, and now we're definitely looking to continue lower to 30K. But for now, just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's in chat. Juan, how's it going? Brandon, how's it going? Levo, what's up, man? Jonathan, looking forward to this one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I think we got a good amount to discuss today. What's up, Samir? What's up, Aliso? I think that's how you say your name, right? Pablo, what's up, man? Yeah, ready for the crypto truth. Awesome news. Yeah, it is really good news. I actually got it. I actually submitted the application while I was doing my little gym workout or whatever, and then it said it usually takes about a month to process. And like literally later that day, like got an email and they said, "Welcome to the YouTube Partner Program. I went ahead and I added like super chats and all that. So you guys, what I am going to do moving forward, because we're in a bear market and because I just don't see a lot of significance in going over all these random altcoins. If you'd like me to go over an altcoin, just super chat it. I'll see it, and we'll go from there. I hope you're not video with the strategy face. Oh, like the thing where my mouth is like this wide so you guys can put hot dogs in my mouth if you want. No, I'm not doing any of that. It'll be just like the live stream. Like, guys, I've said this from the beginning. I'm never going to shill anything on you. I'm never going to do what BitBoy does and be like, buy Costa. You guys got to buy this piece of shit orange coin. It's going to the moon. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever followed Zach XBT on Twitter. He did a, I'll even go to it just because this is kind of important. If we go to Zach, he did like a little synopsis of like Bitcoin or BitBoy's shills. Look at this. Look how horrible this is. So these are all the coins that BitBoy has shilled. Look how many are down over 50%. So if you would have bought when he told you to buy, you'd be down over 50%. I mean, some of these are 92, 77, 82, some of them are only 20. There are 2 that are green, so he's right about 2, but the other, let's see, the other 20 or so are definitely getting, well boned, which is typical with these YouTube shillers. It's embarrassing that they get away with this kind of crap, but, just for all of you guys, I'm never going to do that, unless there's a project that comes to me and it seems legitimate, and I find that it is legitimate, maybe. But for the most part, no. Like, I know that most of these altcoins are just used for pump and dump schemes, and I know they're shilled by YouTubers. It is embarrassing, and I have enough self-pride to not do that to you guys. And like I said, I designed this whole thing to help people. Why would I use it to then hurt people? That just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I've always been the no bullshit TA guy, and I'm going to continue to bring you that and bring you more of that as we move through the week. Like I said, look on YouTube or Twitter. I'll definitely tweet the videos Tuesdays and Thursdays when we plan to release them, mostly towards the evening Eastern time, so like 6-7 p.m. Eastern time. It really depends on the video editor, depends on when he finishes them, but like I said, they'll be about 5-10 minutes long. What's up, Bart? How's it going? What's it going? Yeah, him and Moon Carl shilled. Oh, he shall be in prison. Yeah, I hope so. I hope they go to prison. I really do. Yeah, what's up, Jake? How's it going, man? I already short this fake pump with 20x having 100% gain. Nice. That's awesome. Congratulations on getting monetized. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Give back more than other types of content, so keep it up. Yeah. Financial. So if you guys don't know, YouTube is like divided into different sections. So even if you have like 1 million subscribers and you're, let's say you're in the gaming section, you actually don't make as much as someone who has 10 or 100,000 followers in the education section. So, with that said, I don't have to have 1 million subscribers to make YouTube a career, nor do I need to make YouTube a career. I'm just kind of doing it to see where it goes. I've always wanted to kind of live stream and make YouTube videos, and now here I am doing it. So, I have a passion for it. I have a passion for trading. We're just going to see where it goes. If it becomes something, it becomes something. If it doesn't, then, it doesn't. But for right now, we're definitely going to pursue more content and bringing you guys more stuff. With all that said, guys, let's talk about what happened today. So, we know 2 p.m. Eastern, Powell came on and told us the Fed rates are going up. This is not good for any asset other than the dollar. I had said this multiple times throughout the month, throughout the weeks, throughout every live stream I've had. We are facing recession. We are facing tough times ahead, realistically. I don't think you guys should panic, but I think you should have some kind of backup plan just in case. Because as we know, recession doesn't mean we're taking money showers and eating money salads and throwing money at each other because that's what we're doing. No, that's not how recession works. Recession is cold. It's bitter. People are scared. People are angry. People lose their jobs. People, you know, people aren't investing as much. But, you know, with that said, even though recession is definitely not positive, or not, you know, there are some positive with recession. We get a reset and everything. We get a reset in the housing market. We get a reset with inflation. Not a complete reset, but if you're a younger person, or you want to buy a new house, houses are going to come down in value pretty quickly. If you're a younger, older, middle-aged, whatever, and you've never invested before, now is the time to goblin hand every asset you can. Houses, cryptocurrency, stocks. I wouldn't say leave this video now and go buy everything. We're literally still at the top. But a couple months from now, when stocks are down 10, 15, 20%, start buying. When crypto is below 30K and 25K, because it's, you know, it's seeming like it's going to get there. Will we have relief bounces? You know, will we see probably a bounce at 30K, go here and then go further? Probably. You know, those little relief bounces are possible. But please don't get distracted by relief bounces. Crypto is very much seeing a double top and facing recession. Crypto has never seen a stock market recession. So for you guys that may or may not know this, if stocks pull back, which we saw, you know, COVID crash, stocks pulled back 20, 25%. Bitcoin lost 65%. So let's say if stocks drop 30 to 40%, Bitcoin will probably drop between 70 and 90%. That's a lot. Like, we're talking way lower than 20K. But Brandation, man, thanks for the super chat, the first super chat I've ever received, man. I really appreciate that. So, when do you expect the next bull cycle to start, and what do you think the lowest price of Bitcoin will get to? I can't imagine Bitcoin going to 10K without it getting bought up really fast by big players, sparking another bull run. Well, man, I've got a bunch of answers for you. The biggest thing, so I don't know if you know this, but what starts or sparks the bull market like the bull market cycle, is actually the halving. There is a calendar. So if I just pull up here, Bitcoin halving calendar. I might have spelled that wrong. Excuse me. But there's a halving calendar. It's expected in 2024, I believe. Let's see. There's literally a countdown date, how many days, how many hours, all of this. So about 2 years from now, which would be 2024. The last halving happened in March. So this one will probably happen between March and May of 2024. So we got about 2 years. So with that said, how far can Bitcoin go down? Well, here's the thing. And it's hard to say, like, you know, we could go down to 20K or we could go down to 10K. Like, no one ultimately knows the bottom. But we do have some clues. And the biggest clue for me is if you go to a weekly chart, and excuse some of this drawing, you go to a weekly chart and you just pull out the 250 weekly moving averages. So if I go here, hit my moving averages, ignore the yellow, we'll remove the 20 just for this example. But between the 50 and the 200 is the bear market. When we go below the 50, so in 2014, we were below the 50, retraced all the way to the 200. In 2018, below the 50, all the way to the 200, and we ended up bottoming. 2022, below the 50, we should go all the way down to the 200. Now, here's the kicker, though. We have never seen a stock market recession, ever. With crypto, I mean, we've seen stock market recession. Let me rephrase that. Cryptocurrency has never been through a stock market recession, ever. Prolonged recession, like a year or two long. Which, you know, I don't think this recession is going to be longer than a year. Like, it's not going to go 5-10 years. It's not going to happen. But a year or two, it's very much in the cards. So what happens with Bitcoin if we go into recession? Well, I think Bitcoin would probably go below 20K. And where are our major support lines if we go below 20K? Well, just for me, because I have experience, you know, trading in the 2017 to now era, I know that 13.7, around 13.7 is major support. I know that 20K is major support. Both are near the 200 weekly moving average. Now, if we were going to go below 13.7, it's about 10K. 10K is big support. So in that range, that 20 to about 10K range, how should you invest this? Because we know recessions don't last forever. we do know crypto is probably here to stay. In all honesty, I mean, I wouldn't say every altcoin is necessarily going to stay around forever. I mean, most altcoins disappear after their first bull run. But with Bitcoin and Ethereum specifically, what happens next? So, or how do you trade in the bear market? So another big thing I want to note is we have a double top here. And if we close below 30K, it's 20K, 13, and probably lower, honestly. But just for now, you don't want to get too much into the semantics. How do you trade this? And the answer is dollar cost averaging this whole entire zone. I would even argue a little bit higher into the 20s, maybe 24, all the way down to 10K. And dollar cost averaging is buying small amounts within a certain time frame. So let's say I have $100,000 to invest. And I know $100,000 is a lot of money, but just for semantics and even numbers, we're going to go with 100,000. So if I have $100,000 to invest, if I'm dollar cost averaging, and let's say I want a dollar cost average over 2 years. So there's about 100 weeks in 2 years. I know there's 104, but we'll just say 100 just to keep it even. So if I want to invest that whole 100,000 over 2 years and manage my risk accordingly, you would buy each week, you'd buy 0.5% each week. This allows you to buy in this area, this allows you to buy in this area, and this allows you to buy in this area. Catching the bottom on any asset is nearly impossible. You never know where the bottom is going to be. You never know where the top is going to be. There are clues, we can have clues between price action, divergences, yada, yada. But ultimately, catching the bottom and catching the top, it's impossible. The best strategy to absorb the bear market is dollar cost averaging. You're not throwing your whole bag at 20K, and if we drop to 10K, then you're like, oh, well, now I'm down 50%. You're slowly adding as time moves on, and then as we go back up, you're just adding and adding, and then maybe we go back down again, and then, continue forward. Maybe we go up and go parabolic from there. Well, now your average is probably somewhere around here. So your average in this case, even though you started buying at 24K, is, let's say, 17K. You managed risk all the way down to here, all the way up to here, and all the way back to here. Obviously, this is a scenario. But just to paint you the picture, dollar cost averaging in the bear market is probably the most profitable, or at least the most consistently profitable strategy. And it's the easiest strategy to invest. If you didn't know, your stock market 401k, if you guys work for a corporation, they offer a 401k. That's dollar cost averaging, where they take a certain amount of your paycheck each week and invest it for you. That is dollar cost averaging. So I hope that answers your question, man. Yo, Kobe, what's up, dude? No pressure, I'm watching. I only feel pressured when we're playing Apex, dude. Because you're my dad. I like your way in educating people. Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, I also run a crypto school, or not a crypto school, a trading school. And there are sessions held twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All of the lectures and lessons are posted in Patreon. So if you can't be there for the live session, they're posted. If you sign up, a month from now, you actually get to view everything that's been started in January moving forward. So you get all that content that you missed out on that month. And, if you guys have any details or you're interested or you want a second opinion on it, I will say all of the feedback I've gotten from my trading students is they really like it. They're learning a lot. They're learning a lot of things that aren't necessarily taught with trading, like risk management, like portfolio evaluation, and overall, obviously, technical analysis, or the technical analysis that I do is swing trading. I think swing trading is the most profitable strategy in crypto besides dollar cost averaging during the bear market. And, it's one of the easiest ways to be a trader, essentially. Hi, Roman. Some people believe we bounce to 40 to 42K before going sub 30. Do you think this is possible? I mean, anything's possible, but I will say right now is we have extremely bearish price action on the daily. So I'm going to continue moving forward from here. So Bitcoin's daily chart, something I drew and threw up on Twitter. Something I posted on Twitter. We have a very clear wedge breakdown. So we break down, we actually retest the wedge and then continue lower to 30K. In this scenario, we broke down, we retested, and now we're going lower. What confirms this theory for me is the bearish price action. So the biggest thing here is take a look at volume. So in this wedge, we have volume increasing as we go down, volume increasing on the drop. There was a little bit of a wick retest here, but ultimately hitting all the way down to 30K. In this case, we have volume going up as we start coming down. Again, volume going up on these two waves as we're coming down again. And now volume going up again as we officially break out of the wedge. And it's not seemingly come down to 30 yet. You know, it's okay. We still can. And this price action right here, these little 3 green bars, it's very bearish. I'll get into that once we see the 4-hour time frame. But for now, we have no signs of trend reversal yet. And this was very much expected. CME gap is around 24K. Yeah, I mean, I have a weird thing with CME gaps. I don't know if they fill because they're supposed to fill, or if they fill just because the market moves so with so much volatility. But that's just kind of my own opinion. I don't really know. So what is your opinion on investing in alts in this period of instability until 2024? Don't invest in alts in the bear market. Alts lose 90 to 99% of their value. Don't waste your time with alts. You will get absolutely burned if you think that alts are going to outperform Bitcoin. In a bear market, alts lose to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's king. Bitcoin's going to outperform alts on every single pump, on every single dump. You can see it clearly in dominance. Dominance has now started to go up again. We have a very clear double bottom here, and we should see this realistically go to this green line. And if we completely break out, if we break out of this zone right here, your altcoins are going to be completely boned, like completely boned, especially if we are facing recession. All right, let's keep looking at this daily. Let's zoom in a little bit, get a little fancy with this. So I had discussed the idea that I don't see any sort of trend reversal yet. Looking at my chart, again, I have this wedge. We just kind of retested it. I mean, we went a little bit above and into it. I think that's just the volatility for the day. But ultimately, we just have very low volume in here. Like, this is lower volume compared to all of the selling. And ultimately, I mean, this is just a very volatile candle. That doesn't necessarily mean that there are a ton of buyers in this market right now. So we break down, we retest. What does that tell us? Retests in any sort of scenario, whether it be stocks or crypto, retests are not, retests in a downtrend. So if you break down and then retest, it's very bearish. In an uptrend, you know, if we break up, retest, and then continue higher, that's very bullish. So for right now, I mean, very bearish, very much no trend exhaustion. I went ahead and drew this RSI trend line just to depict that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on it, and we have no signs of divergence yet. Each time we drop, we make a lower low. That's not any signs of divergence, and no signs of trend exhaustion. MACD, although we saw what looked like trend reversal or a possible trend reversal here, RSI actually gave us negative correlation because RSI was making lower lows, MACD was making higher highs, and ultimately price action was bearish. So that MACD there, that was actually a fake out. Cup and handle on the 5-minute all in 100 times. Good luck. Good luck, man. I'd pray for your family. Why don't you like leverage trading? Wouldn't mind shorting all the way down to 30K, make some good profits. Because you're overexposing yourself to risk, and leverage is specifically designed for you to lose and get emotional, or for you to get emotional and close your trades early and to lose more. I know that there are a lot of posts out there that you saw some guy make a 5,000% gain, and that happens. But the other 99% of people that are using leverage trading lose way more than they make. Trust me. Leverage, if leverage was designed for people to win, exchanges wouldn't be making any money. Leverage is like gambling. Like when you go to trading in a sense. Well, I guess leverage is kind of like gambling in a way. Like you go to the casino, right? And the casino says, "Hey, we're gonna give you a free drink every hour. Every hour we'll give you a free drink." And if that casino gives you a free drink, you're like, "Oh, well, that's kind of like leverage with trading." The exchanges are saying, hey, we'll let you use 5, 10, 20x leverage if you make trades. Well, then you feel like you need to trade more, and you're like, oh, I can make way more money, and you ended up just losing more money. Well, what's up, Isaac? Thanks for the $5, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Oh, I see. In 2017, after Bitcoin peaked, is when Bitcoin dominance dropped from 60 to 30%. Is another alt run possible? The alt run actually happened between April and July. A lot of altcoins went up. Man, I know ADA went up like 120x. Sheeb went up. What did Sheeb go up like 100,000% or whatever, or 1 million% or whatever crazy. You saw all these like shit coins, all these metaverse coins go up. Mana, I think Mana did Mana went up. Mana went up a 6x over 3 days. You know, alt season already happened. All of these altcoins are already pumped. Well, we have a relief rally in alts will probably show a couple of days of more green than Bitcoin or higher percentage. Yeah, sure. But you have to remember a lot of altcoins are down way more than Bitcoin is right now. Like Ethereum specifically is down, or was down almost 60%. Now it's down about 44%, where comparatively Bitcoin is down about 47%. So Ethereum is actually slightly outperforming Bitcoin, but I think that's just because of the relief bounce that we had. Roman is speaking the truth. Leverage will get you wrecked. Yeah, I mean, why would you... Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I have never used leverage to make trades. Never. I've never made any significant profit with leverage. I've never even bothered with it, because trading is a marathon, not a sprint. If you treat it like a sprint, you could fall over and break your legs. And if you break your legs, you can't run the race anymore and you lose. Take the marathon. Go slow. I started with 4 digits in my account. Okay, 4 digits, and now it's well over 6 figures. You know, that's from 3-ish years of successful trading. My first 2 years was, I was learning, so cut me some slack. But regardless, you can start with a small amount of money and turn it into a big amount. You just need to catch some of these larger swing trades and see and identify some of the things that cause them. Like the biggest thing here, I mean, these swings go up between 50 and 75% on average. I mean, this one from July to essentially September went up 83%. The one in October to November went up, close to 70%. These things are very common. There are indistinguishable signs that say when we're going to pump. And overall, I mean, if you want to learn how to swing trade, I have a swing trading class. And the only move over the last 4 years that I have missed is this one right here. This is the only move, and it's because I was looking at the weekly and not the daily. Trading school is great. Ask me. Yeah, Marie is one of my trading students. She'd be more than happy to ask you. On Thursday, we are going over a portfolio, basically a portfolio walkthrough or analysis, where I'm asking the class, like, hey, what are you struggling with? What can I do to point you in the right path so you don't keep making those mistakes? Or are you looking for a solution to help you solve some of those mistakes? So these are just, it's one example of something that we do. But also on Thursday, I'm showing the class how MACD and RSI correlate and can possibly trigger trend reversal. And although these things might seem basic, they're not, and they're very hard to determine, and it can totally mess with your mind if you're not anticipating the right things. Down to Earth channel, how old are you, buddy? Man, I'm old. No, I'm not old. I'm in my mid-20s. I've been trading since I've been 17. So I've got close to... I've been in crypto for 5 years, but been trading since 17. So got like 7 or 8 years. Swing trading works with the bear market as well. Swing trading is easier in the bear market, actually. Because our signs of exhaustion on the buying side really show, and you can determine when to take profits. Just to give you like a little clue, this is an example I always show my trading class. This is an inverted head and shoulders. We went up 50%. We have very clear signs of exhaustion between price action, MACD, and some signs in RSI near the top. Again, like, super easy trade to make. You trade the inverted head and shoulders, you buy the hell out of the breakout, and then you let your trade ride until you see those signs of exhaustion. It's very minimal work. You're not checking a chart every 5 minutes, and it's very not stressful. Again, for this big run up here, and I know, this is a mini bull run, but there is an inverted head and shoulders here, another possible trade. Just two small trades. I won't get into too detail. I do in my trading class. I show everybody a lot of the prior examples of big trades that I've made and things to look for that are consistent with my system on every single upward movement. I designed my trading system. I get a lot of backlash. Oh, you use MACD. Oh, you use RSI. These are basic. And, you can say I'm basic all you want, but I use price action as my biggest indicator, and I use confluence with divergences and trend exhaustion, and so far we don't have any. So once we do, I will definitely long the hell out of this market. Only Chainlink outperformed Bitcoin in the bear market. That's because, actually, I don't even think Chainlink outperformed Bitcoin in the bear market. Let's see, 2018. Well, that doesn't help. Let's see. 2018, Chainlink was 1.48, and it dropped all the way down to... It went down 92%. It did not outperform Bitcoin in the bear market. Sorry. Bitcoin only went down about 75%. But regardless, Link has consistently broke its all-time highs. It's not necessarily a bad investment, per se. So, all right, let's continue with this daily. So I talked about, no divergences yet, no trend reversal. We actually have bearish divergences in RSI. We're making lower lows in RSI as we're going down. Our price action, like I said before, very much bearish. We have not shown any sign of price action, trend reversal. And then again with MACD, we're kind of going sideways with these moving averages, so I don't want to give too much weight to MACD. It's looking like, a little bit of selling weakness, but we just had a relief bounce. I also don't see a bullish reversal pattern, which there is a bullish reversal pattern every single time we go up. Just to give you guys a little example, we have a double bottom here. We have a double bottom here. We have a double bottom here. We have a ascending triangle here. We have a symmetrical triangle with a double bottom in here. I could go further and further on, but I'm just not for right now. So before I continue on with Bitcoin's daily and whatnot, I forgot to go over the S&P 500 and all of the stocks real fast. So really quick, just trying to keep this quick because I know you guys already know this. Powell came on and talked. Things aren't looking good. Fed rates are going up, and overall, not good for assets. So the S&P 500 is currently below the 50 weekly moving average. This is a telltale sign that recession is definitely possible, and the next support is the 200 weekly moving average. We're looking at about a possible 20% drop. Will it happen immediately? No. Will it be a little gradual and probably something like that just to meet with this moving average? Yeah, probably something like that. The NASDAQ, double top, confirmed, close below the 50, should go to the 200, again, same as the S&P 500, probably more gradual. I'd hope we get a relief bounce soon, but for right now, it's very much gaining traction to just continue dumping. Things are not looking good. Dow Jones, same thing, double top, confirmed, below the 50 weekly moving average, divergences here, and seemingly still on the way down. I think all the major index stocks are gaining traction to sell. We also got warning. In the summer, a report came out that the ultra wealthy have sold all their stocks. It's the most stock selling that's happened in years, right? In I think 50 years. So we were warned, and I've talked about it a lot. We also know that the DXY had a double bottom, is in an uptrend, retested support here, and overall is just looking continuously bullish. It doesn't look like it's ready to slow down in the slightest. Moving on, I forgot to go over the total charts, but same thing on Monday. They look like shit. We're definitely below support. We're looking to test the next support at about 1.1 to 1.2 trillion, maybe even as low as $1 trillion. But we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, this is not a very pretty looking chart if you're long and bullish. Total 2, same thing. Ethereum and the altcoins starting to gain more traction to the downside. Total 3, all the altcoins definitely starting to gain more traction to the downside. So back to Bitcoin real fast. Let's go over some other time frames. So we'll go over the 12-hour first. Why not? So 12-hour. So this is what I was talking about. Oops. This is what I was talking about in regards to price action being seemingly bearish. So on this 12-hour chart, and again, I'm using the Binance just because it looks a little bit more clear. One thing's first is we have a rising wedge. That's a bearish pattern. The second thing is, to confirm this, I guess, you have volume going down as price is going up. And price went up 20%. That's significant. The next thing is we have lower lows in MACD and lower lows in RSI. These are all bearish. All of these are bearish signs. So we have a bearish pattern, bearish price action, bearish divergences in MACD and RSI. And, you know, your best friend BitBoy, your best friend Carl the Moon Clown, and your best friend Crypto with his giant-ass mouth in every single video, they were all telling you to buy. They were all telling you this is bullish. When I just showed you with 4 simple indicators, a pattern, price action, MACD, and RSI, all correlating positively bearish. Okay? So I don't want any excuse of how this wasn't predicted. It was very easy to spot. Very, very easy. Looking at the 4-hour, again, you know, we're going up, volume's going down. MACD starting to curl over. Again, with these divergences, and honestly, the 4-hour is very oversold. It was very expected that we were going to have a relief bounce. I mean, the daily, the 4-hour, the 12-hour, everything was oversold. A relief bounce was needed to most likely continue back down to 30K, which is, I think 30K might be the sign of trend reversal. I mean, it's a huge support level. If we lose 30K right away, that ultimately confirms this double top. I mean, we go and close below this. You have double top. We'll get the relief bounce here, retest 30K, and then go a hell of a lot lower. Will we break 10K? Will we hold 10K? That's all reliant on what the stock market does. What level of support do you think Bitcoin will stop now? 30K. Anywhere in the 30K area is what I'm thinking. I don't think that we're going to get to 42 or 40 or 45 anytime soon, unless some crazy news article comes out that Bitcoin's going to do something crazy for something. I don't think we're going to see a big pump. I think it's very obvious what's happening right now. You know, every single time we see a relief bounce, every single time, I mean, seriously, on this, and on this, we had inflows in the tens of thousands of Bitcoin to exchanges every single time. If you guys don't know, Inspo Crypto on Twitter, I'll even pull up his Twitter right now just so you guys can see. He posts net flow every single day, I believe, and he's huge. He's an awesome guy. He's non-biased, very intelligent guy. He's just, this is what he does, is he posts net flow charts, and he shows you every single time there's been distribution, things in the past, or even accumulation. So just remember, you know, on all these moves, the net flow went up. So what are whales doing? What does that mean? Whales are essentially selling into pumps every single time we bounce. So we drop, right? So they sell, we drop. We consolidate, pump back up. They sell off again, we drop. We pump back up a little bit. They sell, we drop. They pump back up, they sell, and then we drop. I mean, it's a very repetitive pattern. It's very distributive-like pattern or behavior. So just keep that in mind. You know, you don't want to just blindly long right now. Whales are very clearly distributing. When do you think Bitcoin will be in 6 months? Somewhere in the 20s, most likely. 6 to 8 months, or from a year from now, 20s, or possibly lower. Possibly. It just depends. But alright, let's keep moving forward. So, just for the sake of today, let's look at a 1 hour. So I had talked about this rising wedge. Let's even draw it for you guys. Looks like we had somewhat of a scam pump, maybe? Can we even... Yeah, we had a slight scam pump above. Ultimately, probably liquidating a lot of shorts, which sucks, because if I was shorting, I'd put my stop probably right here, and I would have gotten liquidated or stopped out. But I mean, this is the rising wedge we were talking about, right? So very easy to spot. I mean, the price action was seemingly obvious. We have higher volume and then volume going down, very bearish like, very sell off, distributive, bearish price action. So we have now a breakdown. We could get a retest, probably of 38.2, and then continuing lower. That would make a double top overall. That would most likely give the 4 hour some divergences in the 1 hour. Definitely some divergences with the 1 hour. So, if you didn't catch that short, you might get a second chance. Might. I wouldn't count on it, but you might. We know that with breakdowns, there might be a retest and then further down. Thank you, Roman. I learn so much every time at your lives. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So, before I continue on with Ethereum and maybe take some altcoin requests here, just wanted to let you guys know, if you're joining a little late to the live stream, we are going to start making videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just little daily updates, just 5 to 10 minute long videos, give you some quick technical analysis, whether I'm seeing signs of trend reversal, whether I'm maybe dollar cost averaging, maybe I'll teach you how to use an indicator or price action, just little videos here and there. So if you're looking for more content or you're looking for more answers, definitely be on the lookout for that. I'll post them obviously on YouTube, but I'll probably tweet them. I'll definitely tweet them once they're ready. So keep an eye out. My video editor is busting his ass, and we're going to get some good content out for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any feedback on it, definitely let me know. I'm open to suggestions. This is the first time I've really ever started taking YouTube seriously. I mean, I live stream, and I love live streaming for all you guys, but if you want to see something specific in the video, if you want me to go over, Bitcoin and Ethereum, or maybe look for a popular altcoin, definitely let me know in the comments, or, feel free to DM me on Twitter or in Discord. I'd be more than happy to take your suggestions. But all right, continuing on. So, talked about Bitcoin dominance. What does Bitcoin dominance pumping mean? What does Bitcoin dominance being or showing signs of trend reversal mean? So I talked about this double bottom. It's clearly on a level of support and could be seemingly a triple bottom. I don't really trade triple bottoms. I never really understood what a triple bottom was. But regardless, we have what looks like a triple bottom and a double bottom within the triple bottom. This is a sign of trend reversal. And ultimately, if Bitcoin is outperforming alts, we know that every time we essentially dump, because every time we dump, alts dump harder than Bitcoin, and every time we pump, alts pump more than Bitcoin when Bitcoin pumps. So essentially, in a bull market, altcoins outperform Bitcoin, because in a bull market we're obviously going up in price, and alts should be outperforming as they are more dramatic than Bitcoin. So if we're in a bear market, that means that dominance is going up. Right, dominance would be going up, because every time we're dumping, we're essentially dumping the whole time. There are small relief bounces here and there, but essentially we're going down more, or losing value, because as we dump, alts will underperform Bitcoin. Bitcoin will hold more of its value. So very bearish, very much a sign of confluence with the current bearish signs on the Bitcoin chart. And I just wanted to showcase that as another sign of confluence for you guys. Thanks for showing us the big picture DCA stuff. That gives me a lot of confidence that now is not the time to buy. Yeah, I mean, right now is not the time to buy. I mean, we are pretty much entering the first stage of a recession. And crypto has never seen an economic recession. Crypto is probably the most volatile asset that's available to the general public. I mean, I could be wrong here. There could be something else, but I don't know of anything that does can do like a 20x in a week or in a month. So, being the most volatile asset, it will drop the hardest because people will sell it before they start selling off their less risky assets. And for all of you that don't know this, Bitcoin is not a hedge against inflation yet. Bitcoin is not a store of value yet. A store of value doesn't lose 50% of its value over 2 months. That's just not how that works. Ultimately, I am bullish on crypto. I think the technology is, blockchain technology is great. I think anyone can use it. The medical industry can use it. Obviously, banks can use it. I think there are some very key advantages to blockchain technology, but overall, I mean, no one uses crypto for anything other than to buy and sell for fiat to get rich and buy a bigger house and buy fancy cars or do whatever. Right, moving on. Let's talk about Ethereum. So, for those of you that are in my Discord and the few of you that are in my trading class, I love Ethereum. I think Ethereum is one of the few altcoins that consistently consistently outperforms Bitcoin in every aspect in a bull market. I mean, it's one of the few altcoins that's consistently broken all-time highs historically. And I know there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, gas fees," and "Oh, Ethereum's this," and "Oh, Ethereum's that." But Ethereum outperforms, or at least breaks, its all-time high. So if you were to buy, if you were one of those people in 2017 that accidentally bought the top, right, and you decided to hold, well, you would have walked away with profit. Let's say you were one of those people that did that with something like XRP, for example. So looking at XRP, where is my XRP? So looking at XRP, if you bought the top, you're walking away negative, right? So this is just one example. There are plenty of examples out there of altcoins failing to break prior all-time highs. Let me see. What else do we have here that was a good example? Let's see. Bitcoin Cash. No, Bitcoin Cash is okay. But it's never a guarantee that your altcoins will break their all-time highs. You want to look at what have my altcoins done in the past and what should be expected in the future. I think Ethereum is ultimately going to be the use case. Ethereum, the ETH blockchain or ETH network or whatever. I know JP Morgan is looking at implementing something like that or using the ETH blockchain. So, I mean, even if they use something similar, the value of Ethereum is still going to go up. Why Bitcoin is slightly going up? It's just a relief bounce. This is not a good buying opportunity just yet. Is there a huge dip coming? Probably. I would think so. We're in a bear market. Grumpy. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Glad you enjoyed it. But Ethereum, I mean, I've had this rising wedge on my chart for about 10 weeks. And, on the initial breakdown, and retest, I told you guys, I expect Ethereum to absolutely crap its pants. And look what it's doing. It is absolutely crapping its pants. I mean, we have all of these bearish divergences up in here. We have bearish divergences in MACD. We have extremely low volume as we're pumping and making a new all-time high, which I thought was a little ridiculous, but whatever. I guess you need the new all-time high to complete the distributive pattern. But overall, I mean, this thing, I see it going below 1,000 during the bear market. I think it'll be an absolute snag at 1,000, or even slightly above or below 1,000. So Ethereum, for those of you that don't know, is something that I'm looking to dollar cost average for sure, anywhere between 1,300 and really 700 for me. I don't think Ethereum will go below 700, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Like I said, Ethereum's never seen a recession either, and Ethereum's way more volatile than Bitcoin is. Isaac, thanks for the 5, man. If you had to hold 3 altcoins from now for the next 10 years, what would they be besides ETH? Oh, that's tough, man, because I really don't like altcoins. But I'd probably do Link. I'd probably research a metaverse coin, and then I'd probably do a meme coin like Doge. Just because, as much as I hate investing in coins that are propped up because Elon Musk tweets or because retail buys it because it says Doge has actually outperformed Bitcoin percentage wise, at least from the bottom to all-time high, right? So for me, I mean, Doge, Sheeb, something, Asscoin, Flocky, whatever, something like that is my third choice, but definitely as a first choice, Link. Link's similar to Ethereum. It's broken, or previously broken, its all-time highs. If we look at the Link chart, I mean, just put it in log and look. Link's always gone up in value since 2018. That's a very good sign. The only not good sign is our overall trend line has broken and been retested. So this is going to put Link up to the test. Are we going to nuke and never return, or will we continue this bull market just at a later time, or not bull market, continue breaking all-time highs just at a later time? But yeah, I mean, something like metaverse, because I'm a big gamer. Like, I think the gaming coins will get somewhere, especially with, I mean, you have a game like Grand Theft Auto, and let's say you use that metaverse coin to buy like different skins in GTA or whatever. Like, that'd be pretty sweet, and that'd give it more value and make the value spike. I think crypto is ultimately going to change the world at some point. Will it be in the next 5 years? No. Will it be in the next 10 years? Probably not. Will it be in 20 to 30 years? Absolutely. And I don't think, it'll probably use somewhat as a currency, but I think there are other use cases of crypto that we just don't know about yet. Do you do any research on the tech behind different coins? I used to, not so much anymore. It's more or less TA for me for now, because I find that no matter what the tech is behind some coins, it's like, like if I'm gonna DCA into the coin, I do the research. Like, if I'm gonna hold it for a longer period of time, I do the research, I look it up. But if I'm scrolling through charts and an altcoin has a double bottom and has bullish price action, like, I'm gonna invest in it just because I see all that. But it really depends on my time frame. Like, honestly, if I'm looking to just send cash somewhere and not look or care about it, is now really that bad of a time? I mean, essentially, no. Like, you can invest now and you'll probably be okay a couple years from now. But to be fair, I mean, we just got rate hikes today, or rate levels going up. The stock market is facing a recession, or a very possible recession. I would wait 6 months. Set an alert on your phone 6 months from now that says buy Bitcoin, or buy whatever crypto you want. And when that alert goes off, I mean, if the price is lower, great. If it's not, then whatever. But just some simple TA. I mean, this is a double top. That's an extremely bearish pattern. If we close below 30K, we're definitely visiting 20K as the next support level. So just keep that in mind. What do I think of Phantom FTM? I think it's just a pump and dump coin. I don't think we have enough data to really go over how it's performed elsewhere. I mean, you guys have to remember, there are over 19,000 altcoins. I'm sure not every single one is completely different from the next. A lot of these coins do the exact same thing. They just do it slightly different than a different one. So just keep that in mind. Like, I don't think all the tech really matters that much. I think it just matters, what are big companies going to choose as a cryptocurrency? Are they going to choose Doge? Because you have all these people who are like, oh, well, my coin is way better than yours. But, if the company just decides to use Doge because they want to use Doge, it doesn't matter whether your coin's better or not. Doge is going to go up in value. What do I think about ADA? They need to figure out their smart contracts. Yeah, I don't mean to be like rude, Forsaken, but FTM, I believe, came out. Oh, it was in 2018. Okay, so FTM, looks like it had a very harsh bear market. And it doesn't look like we have any data from 2017. So realistically, I mean, it just kind of went sideways and then up. I don't know if there's enough data, but here's the biggest thing for me is there's a double top right here. So I would anticipate this coming back down to this area. And maybe you can buy at that level, but ultimately, I mean, yeah, ultimately I would steer clear of alts until, things start looking better. Alts gain or make the biggest gains during the middle of the bull market, when whales are cashing out their Bitcoin and buying altcoins. So just be careful. How's gold doing? I don't really look at gold, to be honest with you. What's your views on BAT? I don't really look at that. Phantom just passed BSC as the third largest DeFi blockchain. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's got some nice tech. I just, it depends on what its use case is, or what company is going to use it, or what corporation is going to use it. But all right, guys. Just wanted to say real quick, we have a Discord. As all of you guys know, a lot of you guys are from Discord. If you're not, feel free to join. The link is below. There is also a full description of the trading classes if you're interested. I would highly recommend them. My students would highly recommend them. Great learning place. Great place to learn how to start trading or continue your trading career. If you ever, there's a lot of information out there about trading, and there's a lot of information that's not covered. That's extremely important, such as, risk management, portfolio evaluations, just building a system with multiple indicators. And I find a lot of traders put like 20 different indicators on their charts, and I find that they aren't as successful as someone that just has a basic chart. I mean, you can do just fine with just price and volume. It's not hard to swing trade in this market, and I have a very consistent system, and I'm willing to teach it. So with all that said, guys, also be on the lookout for our videos, our YouTube videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. O and I are putting a lot of effort into them. We're going to make them sweet for you guys. Like I said, just a quick 5 to 10 minute update. I'm going to try and make them as entertaining as I can, but, it's talking charts, so we'll put some animations or something in there to keep you on your toes. With all that said, guys, thank you so much for all the undeniable support. I really appreciate it. Everything is going really, really well with Twitter, Discord, YouTube, just live streaming, making videos, getting monetized. It's a blessing for sure. I never really thought I'd get here where I am right now. So with all that said, thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Turn on that alert bell. Like I said, we'll be posting videos. You get the live stream notifications. You'll stay in the loop with the non-bullshit technical analysis. And guys, just remember, be patient, use risk management, and good luck trading.